view them, they just cannot leave the building. So,
Call our pre-meeting to order. Item number 1 is annexation of ordinance Cedar Creek Church of the Brethren. Wants to annex into the city, so it's kind of self-explanatory unless somebody has a problem with that. We're glad to have them. And item number 2 is to ratify mayor's termination of Willie Baker as public service worker. And you have an attached
Who's gonna take item one, Mayor?
what?
Who's taking item one?
Let's see. Warren, because that's in his district. That's okay, Warren? Okay. It will be.
Come again?
Are we taking it in tonight or tabling item one?
No, it needs to lay on the table.
Need to make the
Oh,
motion to lay it on the table for,
Okay. All right.
till next meeting, that way she won't have to read all that.
Okay.
Okay, item number 2, ratify mayor's termination of Willie Baker, public service worker. Joe, you take that one? Item number 3, ratifies mayor's termination of Charlie Carpenter, public service worker. Jim, will you take that one?
Which one is that,
Item
number
number 3.
3? Yeah.
And item number 4 is Recreation Board appointment. We tabled this last time, is Stephen Isler. We'd like to serve again, so you take that one, Kevin. And item number 5 is request to waive the fees at Clayton Park. And this is for the co-ed. I think we did that last year.
I believe it's the,
Is it co-ed?
it's co-ed softball. I thought it was the police department getting a leg up on the, relay for line. I'm not sure if that's a particular event that they're raising money for or not.
I don't
That's
know.
what they told us, they wanted to make the donation to Relay for Life.
Okay.
Take care of that.
You got that, Jeremy? And item number 6 is street light request on Magnolia Street and Hester Drive. Warren, if you'll take that one. This is they got some apartments over at, on Hester Drive, and actually on Magnolia Street also, and they've requested the additional street lights for the safety. We've had some complaints, and it is a dark area. A couple of council members and myself has checked it out after dark, so it really is a need there. So item number 7 is payable of our approval totally. Yep. Okay, committee reports. Anyone got anything? Joe?
No, I need to talk to Conrad before I bring it up to the committee action.
Jim? you got
A couple of things I got, yes. One is that those of you may or may not know about the upper dam. You would kind of bring you up to speed on that if you hadn't been out there.
I have to. Go ahead and bring it up.
They basically completed everything except the paving and some cosmetic work, and they're planning on doing the paving and finishing up Monday. Is what the plans are now, unless rain comes in and tears things up. So they move right along. They kind of, as far as I'm concerned, they've done a good job on
It looks very good. In fact, he told me this morning he would have paved it today, but the rain yesterday delayed him.
Another couple of things on these drawings that we have here for the big dam repairs. Don't know whether Jerry included in the scope of work an item to, or a point to go around and score or edge that lake so that's to have a drop off on it in order to reduce the potential for aquatic weeds to grow and everything, and we really need to do that. If it didn't include it in the scope, there's a couple of ways to address that. We can do as a change order after the fact as opposed to going back and redoing it as far as the bid is concerned. It's not that much work, probably 2 days at the most of bulldozer work would do it, and that really ought to be done.
I doubt if that's in the specs.
I doubt if it is
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
We didn't specify it
Right.
beforehand, but I think it's important in talking to several people who have experience with lakes and so forth, that we really ought to include that. So if y'all are kind of okay with that, I don't see any need to vote on it, because it's not that
Right.
much money, but we ought to include it, okay? And maybe
We can do that.
do that after the fact.
Right.
perhaps.
Even if the one that gets the bid, I mean, we don't necessarily even have to let them do it, we could.
Well, yeah, but when I got the bulldozer and equipment out there, and everything that they do. Another thing is, do we want to talk a little bit about putting a boat launch over on the, at the RV park while we're at it? While we got the dam at a low level, it'd be an ideal time to do it, at this point in time. Should we not include that?
Well, we've
Also-
talked about it already, about going ahead and doing it when the lake, while they're working on the dam, go ahead and work on that. We have a couple, maybe 3 guys that works for the city now that's capable of building the boat ramp themselves. So, we have discussed that just here and there,
Yeah, well, I mean,
but we do need to do it.
well, that's what the point of this conversation is to say
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
want to do that, I think.
Yeah. We need to get the prices and, see if we should have or whatever, put it in the budget. It's not in the budget, but I don't know how much it's gonna cost to actually build a boat ramp. I wouldn't think it would cost that much, but, everything's costly,
With
so.
all the other stuff we've done, I think that would be negligible compared to.
Well, yeah, that's right. That's one of the reasons that we probably need to make sure we got enough bucks to do it. Because we've done, one dam and we're fixing to do another one, but we
Can we
do
get some
want it
numbers?
done.
I'm sorry,
Could we get some numbers on it?
numbers on it?
Yeah.
Well, if she's
think-
already got the city workers doing it, we can get the word numbers from the city. then.
Yeah, well, actually, Mr. Savage at the RV Park has worked up a sketch of what it should look like. He's had it for a while.
Does
He
he
did
get
it with
prices
some
on it?
help. No, he
Oh.
doesn't, but that would be our next step, is get prices on it, so. And we can do that. I mean, Walter can work on it, get some estimates on it, work it up. Go to Andrews and get them to work us up a supply list on it and what have you, so. And I'd also like to see I think Jeremy and I talked about this, and maybe some of the rest of them has talked about it, but the piers, since they've been out of the water for so long, some of them is warped and beat up, and so at the same time, we need to get those redone. And the same thing, the guys that works for the city can do that. I've already got them to look at them. And so we'll get the material list at the same time we do the boat ramp list.
The other thing is, in the interest of, I know we've all got calls about the dogs and that sort of thing, and we've got the dog catcher deal working now, I guess. I would kind of like to know maybe once a month, at the end of the month, kind of what the status of that thing is,
Yeah, I'd
perhaps.
like to know that myself.
Maybe at the
Well, we
council
had
meeting we could-
just a little hindrance, I think, Willie had it in his paper that, and Lori and I both talked to the animal control, and we've worked that out. They was not gonna honor our ordinance, but, they are somewhat, Lori, you wanna expound on that, and actually what they gonna do, and you correct me, Lori, because she's talked to the animal control first.